So, hitting legs. Little different of a video today. Try something a little different. I think I might do some videos like the way that this one today is going to be filmed, and then do some videos in the regular format that I do, a little longer format, just to kind of break it up with the like monotony of always being the same. You know, this is the second leg day, so instead of just doing it exactly the same, I'm gonna do a little bit different. It might be a little shorter, I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how I'll do it yet, but I got some ideas and stuff. So as you can see from the beginning, I expect a little bit of a different video today. But like I said, we got legs. Steve is out of town, so me and Matt are hitting the heavy leg day. My hamstrings are still a little bit sore, so I don't know if I might just spam lying leg curls today. I don't know if I'll do straight leg deadlift. I don't know yet. See how I'm feeling when I get in there. But yeah, hamstring's still a little sore, so we'll see. But we got narrow stance leg press, calf raises, hip thrusts, straight legged deadlift, which I don't know if I'm doing yet, lying leg curl, leg extension, and hip abduction and adduction superset at the end. And then I might start doing a little bit of abs after every workout until they're like so sore that it doesn't make sense to do so. But I definitely think my most lacking body part among the couple is definitely my abs, because I've never had a six-pack before. I've never really had abs ever in my life. Last year I literally had what could be best explained as a beer gut, even though I didn't drink beer. It was like beer gut-esque. It looked like Peter Griffin. But yeah, I think we will do that and get the abs going a little bit after, and then yeah, just see how the video goes. Drop my wife and the kids off at my mom's to go swimming, and instead of swimming we go into the gym. But that's how it be. We in prep, we pushing, and we trying to accomplish something here. So let them go have the fun, and I'll go try and kill it in the gym. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't really think so. I think next tomorrow is arms, shoulders, traps, and then back, and then legs again. So the rest of the week will be filled up pretty good. But it is Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. We got our rest day yesterday and did cardio. So instead of doing a rest day Saturday, that will be probably back. So yeah, rest of the week not looking too bad. Almost 11 weeks out, or 11 weeks out now. Almost 10 weeks out. Be 10 weeks out on Saturday. And yeah, feeling decent. Had half of my meals already, thank goodness. Sometimes it depends on how I feel in the morning, whether I get my food in early or late, but luckily I got my my snack and my meal. Well, I guess it's not really a snack. The breakfast is kind of a breakfast, but it just kind of feels like a snack because it's so small. This is just 50 grams of oats and 2 scoops of protein, so it's not really a lot. 50 grams of oats doesn't end up coming out to being too much. But had our breakfast and lunch, which I think I already said is 7 ounces of chicken, spring mix, and 3 rice cakes. And then what's left tonight is ground beef, spring mix, and 7 rice cakes. And then I got a protein shake to drink at some point before bed. I might even drink the protein shake as soon as I get home, make the food, and then maybe mess around with the kids before bed and then eat my last meal right before I go to bed. So see how it goes. A little tired today, not too bad, but a little tired. Talked to Mike earlier about just how the physique's coming along and everything, and just gotta get leaner. Just keep pushing hard, going hard in the gym, build as much as we can while we lose fat, and get our body fat percentage down as low as we can, so we can really start seeing, you know, where the physique is lacking at. So that's what I'm got my head on right now, is figuring out, you know, where I'm lacking and what needs to be hit the most. But right now it's just hit everything as hard as possible and get good rest, hit the macros perfectly, and watch the body fat diminish. So I finally watched that last video that I posted today. Definitely leaner for sure, but not lean enough. We got a long way to go before we are stage ready, but we're trending that way. So I'm almost at the gym. I probably got 5 minutes left, but I'm gonna leave it there. Like I said, this video is gonna be a little bit different today, as you can see from the intro, but we're gonna hit it hard, hit legs, get them toasty, maybe sauna after, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. Like I said, I am a little more tired today than I have been, but that's probably because it's Friday. Usually get towards the end of the week and gets a little rougher, but that's because Sunday I have my high calorie day, just because I work towards the check-in on Sunday all week, and then after the check-in, then I have my higher carb day, or higher, actually it is a higher carb day, higher carb, lower protein day, higher calories. So it's probably because we're a little far away from that. I think I weighed in at, what the red I was supposed to take, yeah. I weighed in at 188 Sunday, 188.6. I was like 188 still on Wednesday, but we'll see where we're at. Just keep going down. So I'll see you guys in the gym. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no, no, no. No, no. Ow! Fuck, bro. Help me get that. This ain't happening. I'm gonna tear my shit. Hell no. Yeah. Fuck you.
I told you the fucking abduction was bad, but that shit is crazy.
Fuck. Bro, I put some weight on. I felt like it was gonna tear my shit into pieces.
Oh god.
I was about to be the fucking scrotum destroyer. Alright, so we're gonna finish off these abduction here and adduction, and I'm gonna try not to rip my scrotum in half again with this new machine. But yeah, I don't need to film the rest of these, so I'm gonna do this, probably hit the sauna, and then be up out of here. So until next time. All right, that was all right. It was okay. The lift got done, and that is about all I got to say about that. The lift got done, but legs a little sore. Hamstrings were sore, so I didn't do as much hamstring stuff. And like I said, filmed a little different that time. I'm gonna throw the video together a little differently, see how it goes. But yeah, other than that, I mean, all in all, it's pretty good. Another leg day in the books, another leg day down, and the many leg days to come. Not only in this prep, but in the rest of my lifting career. So, had a good night. Wasn't too bad. Did a little sauna after the gym, and now I'm headed home. Get some food. I don't know if I'll throw anything at the end of this video, like an outro or something. We'll see, but it's not too bad. Trying to think. I always have stuff that I want to talk about, or like things to get me through the ride home and put in the video, but recently it's stuff that I think about, it's like a feather in the wind, it's just gone. Like there 1 minute, gone the next. But I guess the big thing is I think I said on the way here, definitely think I'm lighter. I've looked pretty good after the workout. Did some posing and stuff, and it looked pretty good. They're pretty dry too. It is tough. I'll tell you what, drinking enough water in the day, especially after I looked up how much you're supposed to drink in one day, it's crazy. I usually try to drink like 8 of the 16-ounce bottles of water, and I try to do that. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail, but today I think it was like five of them 16-ounce bottles of water. So hydrated, but probably not hydrated enough. But at least it seems like the water is going in the muscle and not outside of the muscle, because I looked pretty dry after the fact, doing some posing and stuff. So hopefully we keep trending downwards. I'm sure we will. Staying locked in on the diet, and heck of a lot better than it's been in the past as far as the diet is concerned. The gym's always, like I say, the gym has always been there. I can always go to the gym and always hit it hard and push it to failure, push past failure, and do what I need to build muscle and build a good physique. But the diet was always hard, and still is hard, but it was a lot harder with a lot more excuses made in the past. And now we're real locked in, be even more locked in as we go, and just get better and better at making sure to hit those macros exact. And coming to the show in October really looking lights out, because I mean, at the end of the day, you want to do well. And like I said before, having a bad experience or not bringing my best to the show, and then i.e. not doing well, that's not going to make me quit or give up or anything like that. But making sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and I go out on the stage looking my best. That's what we're trying to do here. And sticking to the diet for me is, if I can do that, then I'm golden, because I got everything else. I got everything else set up pretty well. And I had a guy, we were talking, and that's one of the things he said. He said, I see you guys in the gym, going hard. Wishing I was going as hard as you. You guys make me want to lift harder and go harder in the gym, and that makes me feel good. I want to set an example for what it looks like and what it means to give it your all. I know I haven't talked about it much, but in life, especially for me, now not as much, but like I'm 32 now, and I spent a lot of my life not going as hard as I can in life. And I think just as much now as I go hard in the gym and do everything I need to, I've really worked on myself throughout the last 8 years, becoming a better version of myself and doing everything I need to be the best me that I can be. And thinking about doing everything in the gym made me think about how you got to do everything that you need to do in life as well. And that's something that I've definitely worked on over the last 8 years and gotten a lot better at, is being a better me and giving my all every day to at least try to be the best version of myself. And being open to the possibility that there's things that I can improve on every day and be a better version every day. You're never the perfect person, you're never the perfect version of yourself, but you can always be moving towards that version, or best self each day. And that's what I've really worked on, and gotten to the point where I feel pretty good about the person that I am now. And saying that, I think, I don't know if I've ever finished anything in my life. I've always pushed real hard. I've done a lot of things, but once it gets close or gets hard or something comes up, I've always been a quitter. For just being honest. If the going got tough, I got going, and not in a good way. But I'm a lot better person now, and showing myself every day that I can do I can do the hard things. And I just can't wait to get through this show and hopefully do well. But the big thing is to get to the show and do it, and I have reasons to be proud of myself. This isn't the only thing that I have going for me in life, but it is one thing that I've said that I was going to do, and I really want to do well, but I really just want to do it. Like, not that I'm tired now, but like I'm so tired of how I was in the past, and how I would just give up on things, or let outside interference and emotion and self-sabotage and different things like that just derail anything that I really tried hard on in my life. I've lost 55 pounds in the last year, and to get to the point where I'm at now. And over the last 3-4 years, I've fluctuated in weight, but those first 2-3 years that I was getting back healthy and really working on myself the most, I was, not even pretend obese. You know, I was probably clinically obese, and you know, wasn't making the right decisions as far as health goes. You know, I worked every day and, you know, made money and took care of the things that I needed to take care of then, finally, but I didn't take care of myself physically. So I went from a point in my life where I didn't really take care of anything that I needed to. You know, I let excuses pile up and, you know, didn't do what I needed to do for the longest time. And then I started a new leaf, and, you know, did the things that I needed to do, you know, per society, but, you know, didn't take care of myself. And health wise, I can't imagine how far gone I'd be now if I didn't, you know, see the light. And you know, I had some stuff happen, and people go out of my life and people come into my life that really had that, you know, had a big effect on that. But, you know, at the end of the day, this means a lot to me. And I just want to, like I said, I just want to finish something for, you know, once in my life. I want to start, go through it, do the best that I can, and finish for once in my life. But yeah, maybe the rest of that is probably a chat for another day. You know, I had a lot of things that helped, and like, it was good and bad things that, you know, happened in my life that really turned my life around and made me realize that I needed to, you know, kick my butt in gear and get back to the person that I was, you know, a long time ago. Because I kind of went from like a really good version of myself, you know, had a real traumatic experience in my life and used that as an excuse to become probably the worst version of myself. And then kind of turned that around and, you know, got back to doing the right things, you know, like I said, per society, but not physically. And then I had some things happen that really made me realize that I needed to, you know, become more healthy, and I had a life to live and didn't want to waste it. But like I said, that's a chat for another time. But sorry to get all deep on you guys, but you know, this bodybuilding means a lot to me. And I know even like, it's tough. A lot of people don't get it. Like, even family, like even my closest family, they don't get it. You know, they don't understand it. But hopefully, if they ever watch this, and, you know, I don't talk about my feelings or things I have going on, but, you know, there you go. You know, this means a lot to me, and hopefully I can finally finish something. But I think I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.